Hey guys, this is 012 Boku coming at you with another movie review. And sorry I've been gone long. I know it's been another month, but once again, busy life, busy things, and I'm now trying to get my writing, movie reviewing, and other things that I know that are ready under control. So it's been cool, but it's also been a bit more difficult to try and process personally. And as you can see by what I'm holding here, it is Emperor's New Groove. Continuing my series of children's movies there. Now, I don't want you to think I'm only a children's movie reviewer, because I did say I review the movies I see at the time. And right now I'm like near the tail end of finishing up my children's film reviews. And, a lot of these movies are good, especially like this movie. And, that's what I could say about Emperor's New Groove. It, came out, I do believe, in 1999, maybe early 2000. I'm going to double check and check the copyright. I know when I post the video I have to do that, so I believe it was around there, though. I know it wasn't, later in the years. It was, 1999, 2000, because I was very young when Emperor's New Groove came out, and this movie in particular is just very good. I mean, it's very funny, it's zany, it's what you would think. It gave David Spade's career some new life to it for a while, because as we knew, around this time, David Spade's career was sort of on a down low. Well, let me get my finger on the picture. And I mean, sad to say, there's only so much you can do with certain careers in your life, and, that was David Spade. He was on a downward spiral, but this film sort of revitalized him and gave him a lot of good meaning. And as we know, the film is about him. He plays that character there as himself as a llama. On the back, he is in his human form. His name is Emperor Cusco, and, David Spade did it really well. It fits well with his character. Sorry, my dog is barking in the background, but it fits well with his character and what he represents. And, because he usually plays sarcastic, sort of rude, quippy people, and Emperor Cusco fits that to the T. So David Spade did a great job. And what he is he's a guy who's used to getting his way. He has theme songs, fanfare, people who, do his every catering whim. So basically, he doesn't care about anyone but himself. And, he just does what he does. He's like the prima donna of South American emperors. And just to make a point, we have no idea where Emperor Cusco is. It's basically just representative of most of South America. A lot of people would like to speculate Peru, but it's all over the place. They got a lot of Peruvian influence for this movie, but it isn't technically right in Peru, as a lot of people think the film is. Because I believe, like myself, a lot of people thought that until I watched the special features, because I am a special feature nut for this film. You get to find out a lot more about the stuff that they had in it, or similar things to it. And anyway, Emperor Cusco has this idea to build a summer home as a birthday gift to him over a village, and it is this man's village, Pacha. Pacha's lived on this village, this hilltop, for over 6 generations, as he says in the film. And Cusco is just going to build a big, huge summer home with a fun water slide and all the fixings, because he can and because he just wants there for his own fun stuff. And Pacha, who is just a nice man, an everyday going man, and a working Joe, is voiced by John Goodman. And John Goodman, much like David Spade, who did a good job playing his character role, John Goodman plays a very well down-to-earth guy in this film. I mean, once again, cementing that John Goodman is an amazing actor, and I don't think he's got a lot of due credit for his roles that he's done in movies, whether in live action or voicing characters. over the years. I mean, and you got to give him credit too, because around this time he also did Monsters Inc. And I don't own that movie yet. I want to, and when I do, I'll probably say once again how amazing he is, because he's just amazing as Sully in Monsters Inc. And he was great as Pacha too, where once again he's just the everyday man, trying to provide for his family, doing what's right, going by his morals. He's a very moralistic character. And he gets told by Cusco that he's going to build it, and, he wants to fight back, but he doesn't, and, he sort of, like, leaves in disgrace and has to tell his family, what's he going to do, how is he going to, like, get out of this situation, what will be his next move in this whole thing. And, Pacha leaves dejected. There's actually a deleted scene where he sees the mock-up where Cusco and his men have done a mock-up of his village, and they're about to destroy it, and he sees it, and they deleted it because, they thought it was way too much at the time, and just way over the top, and not really that funny, and it is sort of a weird, funny moment to see Cusco's men destroying his village, but at the same time, when I saw the deleted scene, it's like, yeah, I could see why they decided to take that bit out. And what happens is, everything's going Cusco's way, but earlier in the day, he fired Yzma, who is right on the top of the cover there, Yzma, who is brilliantly voiced by Eartha Kitt, the late, great Eartha Kitt. She did this voice where Yzma, is apparently this woman is very scary looking, she's not attractive, she's old, she's been alive for a long time, and she was trying to serve the emperor and advise him on what he should do in the kingdom. But she wanted more control, and, she was forcing her way through to get it, and Cusco then, because of how that was going on, fired her, probably, well, no, actually, really unjustly, but of course, what Yzma was doing wasn't great either, so both sides playing tug-of-war for that morality there, and she gets fired. She's really upset because she's served the Empire for years, and, she says she practically raised Cusco, and, she can't believe how he turned out, because she wants vengeance against him. Her right-hand man, Kronk there, the guy with the chef hat and the squirrel on his shoulder, Kronk, who is brilliantly, once again, voiced by Patrick Warburton. Patrick Warburton knows how to play dumb, but very nice, enjoyable characters really well. Like Kronk is, to me, the main attraction in this movie. He's just so funny, so zany, he can talk to squirrels, he cares about food, he has random quotes throughout the movie. I mean, this is a role that was gift-wrapped for Patrick Warburton. Sort of like what I talked about in his role in B-Movie, but where he's was sort of just the big muscle-headed meat guy. He's the same thing here, but you can tell Kronk really has nice quantities, and he's really nice. He's like a big man for a kid, like a kid in a big man's body. And Patrick Warburton just does an amazing job, and, Kronk, her right-hand man, just sort of, jokingly says, you can kill him, and Yzma takes it to heart. She wants to try to poison Cusco, and what happens is on the night that they're going to have dinner, because I guess Yzma throws Cusco a dinner party, just for his reign and for his birthday, because it is his birthday in the film too, which is also why he's building the water park over Pacha's home, because it's his birthday gift to him. And I guess they're celebrating his birthday, and what happens is Kronk has the job of fixing the poisons, and he pours the poisons. Sadly, he forgets which drink he put the poison in, which cup he put it in, because it was supposed to be Cusco's cup, but he went to go check on his spinach puffs that were burning, had a huge mix-up, and had to put the poison in each thing. And what happens is Kronk and Yzma don't drink the potion. Cusco does, so we believe he's ingested poison. He does pass out. They're all happy for just a moment, and then all of a sudden, you know, Cusco gets up like that in a snap, and they believe he's fine, but then all of a sudden he starts growing hooves, getting weird long hair, he has a llama face. Yzma has Kronk knock him out. Yzma's like, how did that happen? And she looks at the vial, she sees that the vial had abstract and well on it, and it was cleverly made to like almost look like a skull and crossbones, to which you know, Yzma can't believe Kronk messed up, but then Kronk's like, well, in my defense, you could label him better, you know? And this is just a funny coincidence, because it's like, it was like eerily close to looking like a skull and crossbones, and it's understandable how Kronk could mess that up. And she wants Kronk to get rid of Cusco. You know, Kronk wants to eat first, and, you know, Yzma's annoyed by it, but they eat, and they have a quick cup of coffee and everything, and like to see, you have to see the scene, because I can't do it justice, but the scene is terrific. And at the end, when, you know, they're about to get rid of Cusco, Kronk actually goes out of the castle, starts going downstairs, and he has this, like, Patrick Warburton performs this scant beat, where it's like his own theme song, like he's a secret agent, like he's doing bad, like there's people in public who are seeing him, but he's treating him like nobody could see him, and he's acting all like, you know, covert up. And once again, Patrick Warburton's sound, the way they have the animation of the character going, it was a hilarious scene just to do. And it even leads to Kronk having a devil and angel scene, which is quite hilarious too. Long story short, and this is actually important for Kronk's character, once again, the kid being in the big man's body and being a genuinely nice guy, Kronk cannot bring himself to kill Cusco, like, because he was going to just dump him in a part of, like, I think it was, an irrigation ditch that they have, which is actually a waterfall that leads out to the palace down to a valley below. You know, basically would have killed him. Kronk was going to do it, but he has second thoughts on it, saves Cusco, doesn't know what to do with Cusco, steps on a cat going down some stairs, loses the bag that he placed Cusco in, because Cusco's in like this huge like red Santa type bag, and he falls down and actually gets into Podge's car, like just by accident. And, you know, Kronk's like, oh crud, that's going to come back to haunt me, and I hope it doesn't. So, you know, I'm just going to forget about it. I hope it never happens. Perfect of that type of character. And what happens is you know, Pacha brings Cusco home unbeknownst. You know, at first Pacha thinks when he sees and finds Cusco that Cusco's a demon llama. There's this whole funny demon llama part. And what happens is you know, Cusco sees his predicament that he's in, knows he has to get back home, but ultimately, you know, doesn't know his way. Pacha wants to help him, he really does, but then he tries to force a deal with Cusco saying, I'll help you, but build your summer home somewhere else. You're not going to build it on my home. And Cusco does not like that idea, and there's this huge argument between the two. They both try to leave each other several times throughout the film, but they both end up helping one another out through hilarious circumstances, and once again, it is really funny to see how that comes about. And, you know, overall, I mean, once again, it is a great movie. It is a fun movie. I mean, it's got great characters, great acting. There are other actors that are worthy of mentioning. I can't remember their names, but off the top of my head, oh yeah, Tom Jones is the guy singing the theme song at the beginning. You have great theme songs done by Sting in this movie. You have just like, I know Pacha's wife is somebody important too, but I cannot remember who that very well. Oh gosh, sorry guys, I don't know who. I forget who the voice is and who that very well can be, but she's a well-known actress. I know it was the one sarcastic lady that they had on Spin City, because I remember my mom telling me that when the movie first came out. And let's see, because the score is a very entertaining score for the movie as well. Like, you get a lot of fun stuff in this movie too. And You know, you see a lot of good things. And I mean, the animation actually fits the goofiness of the film too. Like the animation is definitely, you know, not your top notch, but it is supposed to fit the zaniness and the kookiness of the world. And I mean, they actually do get pretty close to also to the Peruvian or South American landscape. Like they did actually go to these places and view it, like I said earlier, and you know, put that into the show. So I mean, it really fit well to the film. So that's when it came out, 2000. So I was right, 2000 as well is when this movie came out. And it really, to me as well, I'll just say that this was David Spade's like one really good performance, or not really good performance, but it was his, you know, really, you know, well done, you know, point to where he could do these things. Oh, now I remember, Wendy Malick here, because I admit I am looking up a bit of a movie website, because I do like to see how these things are done. And Wendy Malick, that's who it was. Aha! And that's who it is too. John Debney. John Debney actually did a very, very good music score for this movie. A very fun, very standard like jazz, just like fun music like you get from the films of old. And he did a really good thing for that. You know, and you know, these people really did this movie well for Disney. I mean, it's really well done. And plus, if there's one thing that this film does for me again, it makes me miss 2D animated films, because I love 2D. I mean, don't get me wrong, CGI is great. CGI is still great, and they've made some great movies. I want to see some of the current animated older stuff that has come out, but when it comes to 2D animation, come on guys, that craft for this is great, and I miss it. I mean, you have people still doing it in Europe, Japan, you know, other countries around the world, but we are just so into CGI, it's like, I'll admit, we seem lazy. It's like, I would love us to go, because, you know, a lot of stuff can be scanned in the computer now, but you still draw it. You can still hand draw it and, you know, scan it in the computer and it's pristine perfect, but I mean, it's like we just don't want to draw 2D, and I miss 2D cartoons. I mean, I don't care if it's anime, whatnot, I miss 2D cartoons. I really do. Long live 90s and 80s, guys, and 70s and 60s. 50s too. So, you know, just great stuff, great stuff. So that is it for the review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, let me know what you guys thought of this movie. You know, was it one you liked? Because I know Emperor's New Groove was mixed. Some people liked it, some people didn't, but I love this movie. I adore this movie. I think this movie was great for its time, and it still holds up well today. So, you know, just leave me a comment, you know, let me know what you think of this movie too, and all the other movies I have on there. But until then, this is 012 Boku, coming at you again with another movie review, and hopefully I will see you guys soon once I finish some more films and all that great stuff, alright? Later.